And staying with that story, we're now joined by Ayub Abdikadir, who is in Othaya, as we continue to follow developments around the death of 18 deaths confirmed in the fire at Endarasha Hillside Academy in Nyeri County. Ayub, you've been following the story since morning. What can you tell us around developments in terms of the children that are still unaccounted for, and what authorities that are present there saying?
Well, Lillian, good evening from the Mwai Kibaki Hospital here in Othaya, which is a great deal of distance from where that incident happened in Kieni constituency, still in Nyeri County. And by evening when we left there, there were moments of disbelief, utter shock and deep frustrations by parents and guardians who camped outside the Hillside Academy. And that was fundamentally due to the black hole of information and how the verification process was taking long. The snail's pace aspect of the verification done by the Kenya Red Cross and the other agencies that were there. And the tension was palpable given the frustrations that the parents had been going through since morning. And we managed to go to the respective rooms where these parents were directed after their details were taken by the Kenya Red Cross. And still by the time we left, some of them were threatening to move out of the classrooms to go to the dormitory that was razed down by the fire, since morning when they were there, unable to comprehend with the scale of the devastation and the tragedy, the disaster which had engulfed the school in Kieni West constituency. And the paining part of it is that all the parents and guardians who are there, Lillian, apparently are not sure tonight when they retire to bed as to whether their children were part of the 18 who lost their lives because of the fire. And that is what caused the deep sense of the frustration by the parents who are there by the time we left with my team to come here and get the information about the number of admissions. And the healthcare professionals here had given us a number of 2 who are in the ICU, that is the intensive care unit, and 1 at the pediatric ward, all responding well to treatment. The other was airlifted to Nairobi for specialization and further medical attention given the degree of burns that student had sustained. And the story that we have covered, Lillian, of the Irene, Wanjiru and John Rukwaro story are just but a microcosm of the hundreds of parents who are uncertain about what is going on. And it's a story that, of course, we'll be following up tomorrow. But the awful lot of the courage, hope and prayer they came with there, and the information flow that had stagnated at some point because of the verification process, which had taken time and that had caused concern amongst them. So, Leland, we are here to gather information. We continue to mine to get further details as to what will happen next, as now the attention shifts to safety standards and how safe kids are in schools, because this has sent certainly shockwaves among the institutions of parenting across the country and how safe children are across learning institutions across the country.
Many thanks for that. Ayub Abdikadir is staying with that developing story, and Ayub tells us that the verification process is extremely slow, even as parents, distraught indeed, continue to mill around the school and also the hospital where Ayub is at right now as they seek information about their children.